Okay, well, I was pleasantly surprised because I did not expect what we get with this brand new 350 V2. Let's switch it up a little bit, go straight to the on foot so you guys get a clear, visible picture how these look actually being on foot. Now to me, the fit of this Adidas YEEZY Boost 350 V2 is no different than the standard 350 V2, which unfortunately means you should probably go a half size up, even a whole size up if you have a wider foot. I know people are wishing one of these days they'll get the sizing correct, but that's just not true here. So this is a 6.5, I'm a true men's 6, and going a half size up is the best thing you can do. The exact same comfort you expect in a 350 V2 model is present all the same here. I know that's a reason some flock to this model again and again and again, no matter how many colorways release. Now, I will say this is something different and special we haven't seen on the V2, but you still get all of that same great comfort, this time with a remixed look. Now, hopefully you're able to see in this lighting how the detail of the blue fibers woven into the Primeknit really do shine a little bit more than the rest of the shoe itself, and then same with that glint or glisten of the laces with the extra casing. Moving right along straight into the unboxing, you will have the standard 350 Boost box. So it's the same drawer pull-out box that you're used to seeing with Boost on the side, 350 on the front, and the box will read MX Oat for all three parts of the color code. Straight out the box, I was surprised. I had no idea the upper of this sneaker was that much different than a typical Primeknit upper on a 350 V2. So as you guys can see here, that blue shines a little different than the normal Primeknit you're used to. Same with that translucent stripe that you see going along the lateral side. Now, I'm not sure the specific material. I would imagine it's some type of synthetic material or plastic, but that's what the blue is. It's woven a little differently, and you can actually run your fingers along the fibers themselves and hear the sound that they make. And another crazy update are the laces. So it's not the first time we've seen Yeezy laces encased in this kind of mesh coating, but that's what you find present as well on here for the MX Oat colorway. The outer coating doesn't have 3M, however, it still shines all on its own. As you can see here, it is still a softer material, but be aware trying to lace the sneakers again in a traditional knot, they may come undone more than you would like. Admittedly, I've criticized Yeezy in the past because it seemed for so long the 350 V2, it was just a release of different saturations of the same tan colorways without anything added new or exciting, but that's not the case. The light actually had UV technology made into the Primeknit itself. With this sneaker here, you have a total remix of the upper. Now, every blog you read will say there's no rhyme or reason as to why the print is this way, but I will say this, the print is also identical on the left and right shoe. So if you are someone that cares about that, hey, you at least know that they are identical. So there was some reason there. Now, majority of the base of the sneaker is this cream colorway, kind of a cream tannish mix. You have that 3M detailing for the 3 stripes on the inside, and then also the Adidas logo, branding, and name Yeezy are actually in a brown print on the insole of the sneaker. You get the traditional semi-translucent outsole that encases the Boost underneath. Again, one of the most comfortable models you can ever put on foot. I would still say the 700 V1 is more comfortable than the 350 V2. That's just my personal opinion, but you still can't go wrong with the comfort found in these. I grabbed the light pair just to show a comparison, not because it's really that close in nature, no, actually to show you how different it is from the light pair itself. So outside of the back pull tab being that same synthetic plastic material and the outsoles being the same, the uppers of the sneaker are very different. So that light is more of a very light linen colorway for the upper Primeknit versus the MX Oat truly taking on a more tan, tonal, warmer look for the upper itself. And then you have the yellow, more of a coral orange, and then this royal blue woven into the rest of the Primeknit itself to give it what we know as the MX Oat colorway. Both are great pairs. I would actually say the light seems more fitting for summer versus MX Oat being a perfect transition into fall with the season changing.
I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see, yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit and
What's going on, everybody? It's your girl TJ back with another video. Talks with TJ, aka TJ2 Swoosh, T Yeezy, MA2 TJ. Thank you again so much for tuning in to another video. And we just unboxed and had an on-foot look at the brand new Yeezy Boost 350 V2 MX Oat, and I also compared it to the more recently released light colorway. Not because they're a one-for-one, but as stated, I really do think the light is a good pair for summer, the MX Oat being a great pair to transition you into the fall, mainly because you do have a warmer tone to the pair itself. You also have orange and blue mixed in, and if you weren't aware, those are great complementary colors to each other, so this shoe is kind of a cheat. Get yourself a neutral tone, whether it is cream or something that's more of a beige or a tan, and then add in orange and blue elements, and you really do have the perfect fit. So there you go, if you were curious at all how to style this, but I promise you we'll get to styling a little bit later on. Unless you're living under a sneaker rock, then you already know the 350 V2 is one of the most respected pairs, especially for lifestyle models in sneakers itself. Now, this came originally in 2015 with the regular 350, and we saw all of those iconic colorways. Once 2016 hit, it was a whole different story, as we all know. There was the, infamous, hey, Yeezy jumped over Jumpman, and some will still say no because Jumpman has truly still held its own every single year, at least every year I can still think of, but we can't deny that Kanye really did kind of change the culture, or at least impact it in such a historic way with the V2 being released. Now, I believe it was like back September of 2016, and the very first colorway, that beluga, that was it. And we're getting a reflective beluga later on this year, hopefully, just barring no pushback, supply chain management issues. Please don't be pushback. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people feel that way, right? But I would just like to see a reflective beluga. So hopefully that's not pushback. Fingers crossed to the sneaker gods, that's not pushback. But that opened the floodgates, and we already know the bread and the zebra and then the cream, and I still want the triple cream, which I may break down and buy that within the next year. We'll see. Maybe it'll even be on my list where you all pick the sneaker I pay resale for. Who knows? We'll have to take a look at that, because more on that soon. But so many different colorways released. Some are considered grails, some are pairs that will always hold their place in history. And owning the bread, I will say, it's one of the most versatile sneakers you can absolutely own. Very similar to some other bread colorways, but I think it's because it's predominantly black and just has that little bit of red that it really does double as an a go-to all-around sneaker. But for this switch up right here, Ye is leaning into giving us something more, something different, and I've been a critic saying, when will the shade saturation move and change? And what I mean by that is, a lot of times in the past, you would get one saturation of an earth tone, and it would only be changed ever so slightly for the next few models of a V2. Not that that's wrong, because the same thing kind of happens with Essentials, so I kind of have to eat my words there. But I just wanted to see if something more was possible, and I think it's just because I believe Ye could do a whole lot more, and that's exactly what he's done. I mean, the light was different. We also saw darker tones in colorways in the past, and I like that. I hope we see more of the UV technology mixed into the uppers, and we know this is not the first and last MX Oat, or MX colorway, I should say. We'll get another MX colorway near the end of the year, I believe in December. So with all that being said, let's take a look at how to style the MX Oat 4 different ways. Here are 4 different looks for the Yeezy Boost 350 V2 MX Oat. The very first look you see on the far left, casual, laid back, everyday look of a t-shirt and cargo pants. So I'm wearing the Supreme orange t-shirt with royal blue graphics on the front. This is from Best Laces Out, and then the cargo pants are from Black Taylor. I believe they're style N1 in the green colorway. The second look you see is an all Fear of God Essentials look, top and bottom. So on the top, I'm wearing a crew neck and a size small in buttercream, and then the pants are a small as well, and those are in the same buttercream colorway. And if you're curious for the socks, these are from H&M. For the third look here, perfect for fall. So I'm actually wearing an Airy or American Eagle City sweatshirt. I picked this hoodie up a few years ago in the cream colorway. I'm wearing an H&M overcoat. It is lined, and I picked this up from eBay. And then skinny pants from H&M as well in black. And then again, you have the same blue socks from H&M. For the last look, cozy and distressed, I'm wearing my Street Market Supply Kanye shirt with a graphic on the front and the back, super distressed denim from American Eagle, and then the minimal distressed cardigan. So here you have 4 different looks for the brand new Yeezy Boost 350 V2 MX Oat. Looking at my nails, they coordinate even better with the MX Oat than they do the Wash Orange, and that's what they were intended to match with. But please be sure to sound off below which outfit was your favorite of all 4. Did this give you any idea of how to style the MX Oat if you're lucky enough to win a pair today on release day, October 23rd. So hopefully you entered raffles. As you guys know, you can always enter the raffle for Clicks Kicks, and shout out to Shake. Thank you again for sending over this pair. It's an amazing sneaker, again, for that fall transition. It may be one of my brand new favorites just added to the collection. Like between that and the Inflame Amber, I think I'm truly covered for fall sneakers, or at least fall tones, based on my palette in terms of colors and just how I style different things. You guys know I'm all about the earth tones, and I like to mix in a pop of color here, which is kind of what you guys saw with the Supreme orange shirt. Now, perception of the shoe, how will it do? Will it sell out like crazy? I mean, every shoe sells out these days, so sometimes it's a little difficult to gauge if people are really all about a shoe, especially when it comes to a 350 V2, because some people will buy it just to buy it. There are still people that have never gotten their hands on one, and so I respect them going after a multitude of colorways just to see, is there one that they really want to keep and, you know, rock on a daily basis. But for myself, this is absolutely a go-to sneaker for the fall season. So please sound off below. Did you enter any raffles? Did you get a confirmation that you have a W today on hand? Do you have plans already in your mind what to rock it with? Do you consider this the Coogee 350 V2, the Coogee sweater? That's definitely the joke still going around. The Huxtable sweater. Listen, followers were even saying on Twitter, this is like confetti cake, funfetti cake, or it was like birthday cake. I like a birthday cake V2, okay? So sound off below. Do you plan to pick up, or are you trying to pick up the 350 V2 birthday cake, aka the MX Oat? If you like what you saw, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the like. I truly appreciate it. And as always, act your age, not your shoe size. Have an amazing Saturday. Go blue. Peace.